south after games 1 and 2 in Boston. Dwayne Wade and the Heat badly outplayed, especially in game 2, but they're ready to be back on their home floor and try and get into the win column in this opening round best-of-7 playoff series. And for the first time tonight, let's welcome in Lisa Salters. Hey, Lisa.
Hey, Mike. Well, Heat head coach Erik Spoelstra has said that, you know, to his guys, this is not the time to panic, but he says this is the time to get into the fight. He told us that our guys have to recognize that this is a fight, and the way we play our game isn't just good enough to compete, but it's good enough to win. Dwayne Wade told me that we can't just come out tonight in game 3 and meet Boston's energy level. We have to exceed it. He said they have guys over there who were the champions in 2008, so they understand the moment. He said we have guys on our side, some guys who are still trying to figure out the moment. Well, Mike, if the Heat don't figure it out tonight, this series, as you said earlier, could be over quickly.
No question, Lisa, as we look at our starting lineups presented by Popeyes as we get set for game 3. And first for the visitors, and they had a better road record than home record this year. Kevin Garnett back in the starting lineup. Glenn Davis served well in a one-game suspension for Garnett. Davis had 23, but the regular starting 5 in place for Doc Rivers. And for the Miami Heat, so much made about they need some scoring up front with Jermaine O'Neal and Michael Beasley. They also need better point guard play. Carlos Arroyo, who's the starter, and Mario Chalmers have been outplayed by the backcourt of the Boston Celtics. And we're set to go. And it's hard to say which Heat team's going to show up. You can say that for the Celtics. Guys, both these teams during the regular season, you just never knew which team was going to show up. They were both inconsistent, despite the fact that Boston won 50 and Miami 47. So it's really hard to gauge where you're going to see. Jeff, are you surprised on how badly the Heat were outplayed in game 2?
Well, I wasn't surprised because the impact of Kevin Garnett's suspension always will energize a team. And Glenn Davis came out and played great basketball, as did the whole Celtic team. I was surprised, though, at how dominant the win was.
In Boston, Mark, they played so well, especially defensively. But we've seen them every time you say, oh, they're ready to turn the corner and be that dominant, consistent team. Something else happens. So we don't know really what we're going to see from the Celtics as well.
And that's why it'll be very interesting. Understanding this is a veteran basketball team. They're up 2-0. It's an opportunity to absolutely take the will of the Miami Heat. Do the Celtics respond by going after it, or do they give life to this Heat basketball team?
Miami at home this year, 24-17. They were not a great home team. As the Celtics 26-15 on the road during the regular season. As we said, a better road record than home record, and Garnett is back. And that man needs to pick it up for Miami. He has really struggled in the first couple of games. The former All-Star Jermaine O'Neal, who has so much playoff experience, they need him to be aggressive.
We need to find a new word for struggle. Because when you're 4 for 24, that's a beyond a struggle. I don't know what it is. It's a drought, it's something. But you got to come up in your vocabulary with a word that is appropriate for 4 for 24.
He's been brutal in the first 2 games. Is that better?
That's getting better. You're getting more.
And I think it's easier for him to get out of this rut that he's in. Do it by offensive rebound and put himself in position to score underneath.
Crowd continues to file in. Late arriving crowd here is Quentin Richardson's first shot of the night won't go. Richardson, who was not suspended for game 2, but fined $25,000 for his role in their altercation. Garnett kicks it out. Pierce takes a 3, sets himself. Goes way off, only on the rebound. Miami has scored just 76 and 77 points in the first 2 games. I'd like to say they're struggling, but I'm afraid Richardson to O'Neal, and his elbow jump shot won't go. He's now 4 of 25.
But I don't think, the Heat got 47 wins in the year, which to me is miraculous because they just don't have a lot of offensive weapons. Besides Dwayne Wade, if Beasley's not going well, they don't have one other guy that can create his own shot.
Ball goes to Garnett. Garnett gets the first points. Miami during the regular season were 25th in the league in scoring, so they're certainly not an offensive juggernaut. They're an excellent defensive team. That's one of the reasons why they got to that 5th spot in the Eastern Conference playoff season.
of being back home, I fully expect other guys to make shots too.
Wade, tough shot falling away. How about Wade's balance between wanting to take over and get a win, but at the same time making sure that they get balanced scoring?
I'm a guy to believe that you can do both. You can take over on the offensive end and allow the defense to tell you whether you scoring or you facilitating. You've got to read the defense and make the proper decision.
I couldn't agree more, because to come into a game saying you're going to either pass or you're going to shoot, you've got to do what the defense dictates. If he's left single coverage, go to score. If the second man comes, trust your teammate.
That foul on Richardson is first. Pierce getting booed. Garnett, of course, will get booed as he touches the ball. Pierce able to convert.
You don't play better defense than Quentin Richardson just played. That's outstanding defense, just better offense by Pierce.
So public enemies number 1 and 2 with the first couple of buckets for Boston. Here's Arroyo. Ray Allen starts on Wade. The ball deflected by Allen. 9 on the shot clock. So the numbers, Wade shooting 61% from the field. His teammates 32%. Perkins picks him up on a switch. Richardson off the dribble. Wonderful full start for Miami. Want Garnett to touch it so they can get it. Who's going? Rivers launching down. Ball on the way by Perkins. And here comes Arroyo. Misses on the follow from Dwayne Wade. That gets the crowd fired up as well. In both games, the Heat started off fairly well. In fact, they had a 13-point lead in the third quarter of Game 1. And a 4-point lead early in the second of Game 2. And then the rooftop overtime. Ray Allen, quick catch and shoot. That one in and out. Perkins, the offensive board, gathers himself, blocked by O'Neal. Perkins said it was more than a block. It's going to be Celtic ball.
If you want to give yourself a chance early on in the ball game, well, play with passion and force. A great job of attacking the offensive board. Dwayne Wade climbs the back of Ray. Big time finish.
And a foul away from the ball. It's going to go against Michael Beasley. So Beasley picks up his first. Beasley's been the big topic in the papers and on the talk shows here in Miami, hoping that he starts to get aggressive. He's such an offensive talent, but has been very erratic in his 2 seasons here. Rondo to Perkins. Nice touch pass to Garnett, who comes up short. Garnett nearly keeps it alive, but Arroyo, good hustle. Richardson trying to post up. Stripped by Rondo. Away by Wade. And O'Neal for the open jumper. Well, Dwayne Wade has both buckets, and that hustle play gives him their third.
I really like the energy of the Heat early on in this ball game. Defensively chasing down loose rebounds, loose basketball. That's how you create offense.
Comes up short. Beasley was saying, guarding Garnett in the first game, first couple of games. Obviously, Garnett didn't play in the second one, but after the first one, he said, he got me. Garnett likes to get into the minds of young players.